Pick a number from 1 to 10. Got it? Good. Now pick another number from 1 to 10. Got it? Good. Okay. Now, is that a good way to pick a random number? What I mean by that is, let's say we're doing a survey of families in Swansea, and we're going to go down the phone book and pick, nobody has a phone book anymore, but okay, we're going down the roster of students at Joseph Case High School, and we want to pick a random group of 5 students, and okay, there's 500 students, and so we want to pick a random number from 1 to 500. Is the number you picked properly random? And I'm going to argue that the answer is no. When I asked you to pick a number from 1 to 10, the numbers you picked were not truly random. And here's what I mean by that. Was the second number you picked the same as the first number? Because I bet you that not one of you picked the same number twice. If your process was properly random, you'd expect 1 out of every 10 people to pick the same number twice. And I bet you not one of you did that. And that is why people suck at generating random numbers. We need a different method. So here's a couple methods. You put the numbers from 1 to 10 in a hat. No, you can't put numbers out. You put little piece, write a little piece of paper, index cards. You write numbers 1 through 10 on each index card. You put all 10 index cards in a hat. You mix them up a little, and then you pick one out. You read it. Okay, great. You pick that number. You put it back in the hat. You shake it again. You take another one out. Oh, look, maybe it's the same one. Maybe it's not. That's generating a truly random number. All right. If you want to pick out people from 1 to 500, the roster of Joseph Case High School, you want to pick 10 students. Well then, you would put 500 pieces of paper in a hat, mix the hat up, and then pick out 10 pieces of paper. One key thing here is both with replacement and without replacement. With replacement means you could pick the same person twice, so you would put the piece of paper back in the hat before and shake it up and then pick another one out, so the same person can be drawn twice. Without replacement means you're taking them all out, you can't pick the same person twice. There are cases where we want to do one, and there are cases where we want to do the other. In most cases, we will want to do this without replacement, but there are occasionally situations where we do want to do it with replacement. And regardless of whether you did this with when I asked you to pick 2 numbers from 1 to 10, if you look at the numbers you guys actually gave me, I think we would find that some numbers are picked more often than others. My guess would be that the number 2 wasn't picked particularly often. But what do I know? If I did this over and over again with 500 people, we'd see that with humans, it's really not the case that they're good at random number generation, where each number is an equal chance. So this is why we would bother with putting everything in a hat and picking one out. The same thing, but there are other ways. There are dice, 6-sided, 10-sided, you name it. You can find a die with like a bunch of sides. Let's say you have 2 10-sided dice. And then you would have one be the tens place and one be the ones place. But let's say that you only had 56 people. So you number them 1 through 56, and then you roll your 2 dice, and you get a tens place and a ones place, and you say, okay, 72. Oh, that's none of them. Okay, throw that out. Let's try again. 23. Okay, person number 23. Okay, let's try it again. 99. That's nobody. Okay. You would keep doing that until you would get that many people. Now, why can't you just wrap around? Why can't you say 57? Well, let's just that be 1 again. Because if you do that, then like people 1 and 2, they have a double chance of getting picked. But you're never going to get back around to 56, and now it's not random. Now some people have a bigger chance than others. So we're going to see that with the random digit table. At the back of a lot of statistics textbooks, you're going to see a table of random numbers, and the numbers don't change from moment to moment on the page, but basically somebody rolled a die and then was just like, oh, I got a 3, let's put that in the back of the book. So they just put like a bunch of random digits in the back of the book, which seems like one of the stupidest things ever, but on the AP exam they may well ask you, to use a bunch of random numbers to show how you're going to select stuff. So let's say you are going to select people, and you have a group of 56 people, and you want to pick 4 of them for your study. And I'm going to just pick a random old, well, not random, I'm going to pick the last line of this book of Table of Random Digits, line 150. 0, 7, 5, 1, 1, 8, 8, 9, 1, 5, 4, 1, 2, 6, 7, 1, 6, 8, 5, 3. Yeah, just a bunch of digits. So, let's say we want to pick 4 people. And we numbered them 1 to 36, and I want to pick 4 of them. So here's how that would be done. 0, 7. Is 0, 7 a person? Yes, it is. It's person number 7. 5, 1. Is 51 a person? Yes, 51 is a person. Is 1, 8 a person? Yes, 1, 8 is a person. 18 is a person. Is 89 a person? No, 89 is not a person. We only get as far as 56. Is 15 a person? Yes, 15 is a person. There we go. Here's my sample of 4 people. And if you've gotten, sometimes, like on the AP exam, on a test, it may matter. You might have to specify that if the same thing shows up twice, you don't pick that same person twice. You do this without replacement. As in, once 7 has been picked, that person isn't like put back in the hat to be picked again. That person is picked, they're out of the mix. You can't get the same person twice. With replacement is if you allow the same person to be picked multiple times. Yes, so that's a random digit table. Now, on your calculators and on your computers and online, there are various ways to get random numbers. Usually, random integers will ask for when we say a random integer, we mean a counting number, right? A random integer from 1 to 56. You wouldn't say a random number because that could include decimals. So, but in class I will show you how to use a random number generator. I'll show you on your calculators. You won't be asked on the test to use a random number generator, but you might be asked to explain how one could be created or how it would work. We'll go over what you need in class. Dope.